Fried food products are popular nowadays with a good acceptance and demand globally. Deep frying has been used to make fried food for decades, and now it's the most popular way to cook because it is easy, quick, convenient, and providing the good taste and feel goods. Oil is an essential component for fried food. We discovered that one oil factory was experiencing problem with the oil quality and the presence of rancidity of oil. Let's go over the detail with reporter Nur Aliah Aqilah.
We are going to a factory in which the major problem is rancidity of oils and fats. So let's see and have an interview with a selected person in the factory. Let's go. Hello and good morning, Miss Nabila. I am very thankful that you have invited me to your factory. So we want to ask you, what is the rancidity of oils and fats?
Okay, first of all, rancidity refers to the development of unpleasant smells, flavors, and chemical changes of oil and fats. Rancidity occurs when oil undergo oxidation and causing their quality to become deteriorate.
What are the major causes of the rancidity of oils and fats?
There are two major causes of rancidity, which are the first one is oxidative rancidity and the second one is the hydrolytic rancidity.
Alright, thank you, Miss Nabila. Next, we are going to the next person, who is also someone that is responsible about knowing the rancidity of oils and fats. Well, hello and good morning, Miss Farah. So I have some questions for you. So, Miss Farah, I am wondering, because just now, Miss Nabila said there are two types of rancidity. So, can you explain more what is the two types of rancidity?
Firstly, oxidative rancidity. Oxidative rancidity is when oil reacts to the oxygen in the air, leading to the formation of free radicals and oxidation reactions. Meanwhile, hydrolytic rancidity is when oil reacts with water molecules and involves the breakdown of triglycerides into fatty acids and glycerol.
So it's very knowledgeable. There are various of knowledge we obtain today, which is the major causes of rancidity of oils, and while the other are the factors of rancidity of oils. So right now, we have known a lot about rancidity of oils and fats. So we may concern and learn how to maintain the freshness of oils and fats. So that's all from us. So see you soon and thank you. Now I am currently in one of the accredited laboratory to ask regarding the oil issues. So we have representative of food analyst from Allied Chemists. So let's go. Here we have Miss Zahrina running some tests for the rancidity of oils and fats. Hello, Miss Zahrina.
Good morning, Miss Aliah.
So I'm sure you have heard about the rancidity of oils that occurred in one of the factory. So, Ms. Zahrina, what tests are used to determine the quality of oils?
The freshness of oils can be determined or measured by determining the acid value, peroxide value, and also thiobarbitoric acid number.
So, Ms. Zahrina, I have another question. How acid values interpret the rancidity level of oil?
The acid value measures the amount of free fatty acids in fats and oils. Now, when oil deteriorates, the triglycerides in the oil break down into fatty acids and glycerol, causing the acid value increase. If the acid value is below 1, the oil is considered safe to be used. However, when the acid value is acid 1, that means the oil has become rancid. Therefore, by conducting this test, we can determine if the oil has gone bad or not by checking its acid value.
So now, we are going to look for another chemist in this laboratory. She is doing other rancidity tests, so let's ask. Hello, Miss Aqilah. So I am wondering, what is the peroxide value and its relation with the oil rancidity? So could you give a brief explanation to me?
Thank you for the question. Well, peroxide value actually indicates how much peroxide is present in oil. When oil starts to spoil, peroxide forms slowly. Once the peroxide concentration reaches a certain point, it breaks down quickly into other substances such as aldehyde and ketones, which creates a rancid flavor or smell. Fresh oil usually has a peroxide value below 1, while rancid oil has peroxide value above 10. Therefore, This test helps us determine how spoiled the oil is, or in simple terms, it tells us if the oil has started to go bad and develop an unpleasant smell.
To Ms. Aqilah for the explanation of the peroxide value and the rancidity of oil. Now, we are going to approach one of the chemists to ask about the rancidity of oils and the tests that are needed to be conducted. Here, we have Ms. Syafiqah. So, Ms. Syafiqah, what is the TBA value and how does it relate to the oil rancidity?
Your barbituric acid number is the measurement to estimate the amount of aldehyde, specifically malonaldehyde. So this has happened when the fatty acid in oils undergoes oxidation. So rancidity means the spoilage of oils. It begins when the TBA value reaches 0.5 to 0.8. So to ensure the high quality of oils, we need to estimate and determine the TBA value. So it's below the 0.5. So by conducting this test, it helps us to determine the good quality of oils. So in short, the TBA value that a selective oil is good or not by measuring the spoilage it has undergone.
So now, we have heard a lot of tests that can be conducted for rancidity of oils and fat. So thank you Ms. Syafiqah for a very big explanation, and thank you for this laboratory for inviting us for the rancidity of oil and fat test.
One factory has been able to maintain its dominance in Malaysia for the past 10 decades by preventing rancidity in the oil. Let's consult from their representative for advice and safety measures. Good morning and hi. As the production manager, could you share some insight on how you prevent rancidity in the oil production process?
Of course, in production, our key measures is to follow good operating practices by ensuring that the oil is stored in airtight containers. This could minimize the exposure to the oxygen that could lead to rancidity of oil. Other than that, we also minimize the exposure to high temperature, and we also practice the efficient filtration to remove the particle, water and other contaminants.
Next, as the quality control supervisor, how do you ensure the oil remain fresh and free from rancidity?
Great question. In our laboratory, we conduct a quality control check to maintain the freshness of oil. For example, we test peroxide value and also free fatty acid, which is the indicator of the rancidity of oil. By detecting any signs of rancidity at early stage, we can take the preventive measure and maintain the quality of oil.
Hello Ms. Ain, and as the packaging and storage supervisor, what measures do you take to prevent rancidity during packaging and storage?
Thank you for your question. So to prevent rancidity, we will pay close attention to the temperature control. We will ensure that the oil is placed in and stored in a cool and dark areas, away from direct sunlight and also heat sources. And this will slow down the oxidation process and also can preserve the oil freshness. Additionally, we will also follow the first in and first out procedure by using the older batches of oil first to minimize the risk of rancidity.
Thank you all for sharing this relevant insight on preventing rancidity in oil production. It's clear that attention to detail and commitment to quality and key factors in maintaining the freshness of your products. Ladies and gentlemen, we have had the opportunity to speak with Ms. Faqihah, Ms. Izzatul and Ms. Ain, the key individual responsible for preventing rancidity at this oil factory. Their insights have shed light on the measures taken to maintain the quality and the freshness of the oil throughout the production process. Thank you for watching the World Food Lab. See you in our next issue on the next video.